The Uniform Code of Military Justice is the set of laws that govern military law and military criminal law. So if you're a military member on active duty orders, you face prosecution under what's called the Uniform Code of Military Justice. There are several critical differences between military court-martial and typical criminal cases. A military court-martial is handled by the military service. The prosecutors are in the military, the judge is in the military, and the jury is called a court-martial panel. Your court-martial panel, your jury members, are members of the military. So there are many significant differences. Now, it's all federal law, but it applies worldwide to military members based on their status of being in the military. The military and military courts are really a reflection of society. If it happens in society, it can happen in the military. Military court-martials deal with every type of offense, from drug use through first-degree murder, premeditated murder, sexual assault, drug crimes. It's all a part of what the military deals with. If you're a military member and you've been informed that you're under investigation or you're facing charges, it's critical to keep in mind that you do have Article 31 rights. You have the right to remain silent. It's also important to understand that Air Force OSI, Army CID, Navy NCIS, they're not your friend, and their job is not to help you. The only people that can help you is an attorney, a defense attorney, someone who has attorney-client privilege, and someone who is dedicated to helping you preserve your career, your future, and your freedom. So don't forget your rights, and if you are a military member facing criminal charges, contact an experienced attorney today. I handle all types of military defense cases. I started out my military career as a prosecutor in the Air Force. I worked my way up through the ranks and became a defense counsel in the Air Force. My last job on active duty, I was the chief of the Military Justice Division at the Air Force JAG School. So my over a decade of service in the military and the Air Force, I handled all types of cases, from murder to sexual assault to drug crimes. After I transitioned out of the military to civilian practice, I did that because I wanted to have the opportunity to represent military members as a defense attorney. And since that time, I've handled, once again, all types of cases. So I've seen it from both sides, as a prosecutor for the military, as a defense attorney for the military, and as a civilian defending military members in military court. For military members facing criminal charges, I offer a free initial consultation, or what I like to call a strategy session. My goal is to get to know you, to understand your career, and understand the charges that you're facing. The whole purpose of that session is for us to get to know each other, to make sure we can communicate effectively, and try and determine whether or not we'd be a good fit. That's critical in a military case because we need to have a holistic approach. We need to understand your career, and we need to understand the implications, not only for your military service, but for your life after military service. And that's what we try to develop in that initial session. That initial session is always free. It's covered by the attorney-client privilege, but it's an important part of making sure that we're a good fit.